Monday morning for families of the deceased relatives in the March 10 Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 crash as their bodies finally arrived at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 crashed on March 10th, just 6 minutes after takeoff from Bole International Airport in Ethiopia, en route to Nairobi JKIA, killing everybody on board. The crash had 149 passengers and 8 crew members, among them being 32 Kenyans.
We've had a chance to give them a final service, interdenominational service, and so that they can bring closure to 7 months of grieving, of sorrow, of sadness. You will know that Kenya faced the largest casualties in this flight, and so this is a day, the 10th of March, that will remain etched in the memories of our history.
The bodies were severely damaged beyond recognition, prompting Ethiopian Airlines to consider DNA analysis to identify their remains. The international police had revealed on September 12, 2019, that it had successfully identified all 157 passengers who boarded the plane. Representatives of the affected families accompanied the remains from Addis, Ethiopia, and conducted a private event that locked out the media from covering. However, sources revealed that only 28 bodies had arrived at the JKIA, prompting the Ministry of Affairs to offer an explanation that some families had either cremated or buried their loved ones elsewhere.
Some of the Kenyans have dual nationalities and they have been rested elsewhere. We also have a few that were cremated, and so everybody is accounted for.
The crash killed all 157 nationals from 35 countries, including 17 Ethiopians, who were buried on 17th March. Ethiopia bore most of the fatalities after Kenya, in what was referred to as a global tragedy by leaders from around the world that saw a worldwide grounding of the Boeing aircraft. The Boeing 737 MAX 8 is yet to resume operation since then, with a focus on improving its safety features. The Ministry of Transport and Infrastructure, however, says that safety of Kenyan Airlines is of key concern. This coming hot on the heels of last week's Friday's minor crash of Silverstone-owned airline at Wilson Airport in Nairobi.
We also did say today that other stakeholders, including aircraft manufacturers, including countries, including professionals who are running this sector, need to make sure they have maximum diligence and they do not take anything for chance. This is the message we have today as we condole the families who, as you know, are very, very distressed.
During this tragic moment, Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, has sent his comforting message to the people of Kenya.
According to representatives of the affected families, the Chicago-based aircraft company is said to give each family 15 million Kenyan shillings per family as compensation. Family members were given the caskets bearing the fragments to arrange for their burial. What remains now is the send-off of the victims by their families to signify the end and closure of the infamous Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 chapter. Give us Mana, Switch TV.